Number 1, 1950 Volkswagen Beetle Hoffman Edition. Gabriel Iglesias, also known as Fluffy, is known as a comedian who loves classic cars, especially Volkswagens. One of his rarest and most interesting collectibles is a 1950 Volkswagen Beetle Hoffman Edition. The 1950s marked the beginning of Volkswagen Beetle exports to the United States. Max Hoffman, an Austrian luxury car dealer based in New York, was the first to bring the VW Beetle to the American market. To suit American buyers, Hoffman requested a few minor changes to the Beetles exported to the U.S., including headlights, bumpers, and some additional chrome details. This version became known as the Hoffman Edition. Gabriel Iglesias managed to acquire a 1950 Volkswagen Beetle Hoffman Edition, which is now one of the rarest cars in his collection. This car features the classic split-window design, 2 small separate rear windows, and retains many of its original factory components. He acquired this car after a lengthy search and meticulous restoration. Iglesias is known for his perfectionism. When it comes to restorations, every detail must be authentic to the model's production year. In several interviews and personal vlogs, Gabriel has stated that this Beetle holds high sentimental value. He grew up surrounded by classic VWs, and the Beetle is a nostalgic symbol of his childhood. Furthermore, this car also represents the beginning of the Volkswagen era in America, something that holds significant historical significance for dedicated VW collectors. So yeah, this is my 1950 Volkswagen Beetle Hoffman Edition. It may not be the fast. Number 2, 1953-15 Window Volkswagen Bus. Behind Gabriel Iglesias' big laugh and hilarious lifestyle lies a soft, sentimental side with a love for classic things, especially Volkswagen cars. Volkswagen Model 15, Window that Reflects. Fluffy's love for Volkswagens began long before he was famous. To him, the VW bus always seemed like a vehicle of freedom. Years later, after his success as a comedian, Gabriel began collecting various types of Volkswagens, Beetles, things, and also several buses from different eras. But the S15W, this model, is very rare. In 1953, Volkswagen began producing a bus variant with additional windows above the car, called skylight windows. Gabriel knows that finding one that is still original and intact is not easy. When Gabriel first saw the bus, he immediately knew it was what he was looking for. He bought the car without hesitation and began the process of a complete restoration. Today, the bus stands majestically in his private garage, the Fluffy Museum. Number 3, 1959-23. Window Volkswagen T. One bus. Gabriel Iglesias, better known as Fluff. His love of VWs began as a child growing up in California. Of his entire VW collection, the 1959 Volkswagen T1 Deluxe bus with 23 windows is one of his holy grails. This bus is also known as Say. The design is not only functional, but also artistic. Gabriel Iglesias discovered this rare bus after years of searching. It was initially found in near destruction. He bought it without hesitation and began a complete restoration process. "This car makes you smile, even before you start the engine," he once said. "And as soon as you slow down, everyone on the street adjusts their hands. They don't see a celebrity. They see a memory from the past." Gabriel Iglesias has always said that each VW in his collection represents a different chapter in his life. One symbolizes childhood, another symbolizes struggle, and this one, a 1959 T123 window bus, represents peace. This bus is called the Smile. Number 4. 1966 Volkswagen Samba. Gabriel Iglesias, better known by his stage name F. For Fluffy, cars aren't just objects but childhood memories, nostalgia, and a simple form of happiness. Gabriel Iglesias knows that history all too well And when he came across a 1966 Samba, Fluffy's journey to finding this bus wasn't easy. "I have but a Samba. This car is quite rare because production was limited, and many units had been damaged over time. He came to see the bus dusty, the paint faded, but still intact. He then took the bus to his regular restoration shop, Share, So, PR Saya. When the bus was finally finished, Gabriel couldn't hide his wide smile. The bus now looks elegant yet full of character. Fluffy often uses his 1966 Samba for VW community events, video shoots, and even just for weekend city walks. Gabriel Iglesias owns dozens of Volkswagen's Beetles, Things buses, even rare variants, but the 1966 Samba holds a special place in his heart. This Samba also symbolizes the connection between him and VW fans around the world. Number 5. 1967 Volkswagen Westfalia Camper. Gabriel Iglesias, better known by his stage name Fluffy, is one of the world's largest collectors of classic Volkswagen cars. From Beetles to Combis to microbuses, his California garage is filled with the colors, shapes, and stories of each car. As soon as it entered the garage, the Westfalia underwent a complete restoration. Fluffy has a restoration team accustomed to working to high standards. They know every detail matters. The first step, stripping down the entire interior. Every piece of wood was replaced with authentic German materials. The upholstery was reupholstered to match the 1967 design. The small stove and folding table were restored to their original condition. The engine, a classic 1.5-liter flat 4, has been completely restored to a smooth, fresh from the Wolf Schwarz. Number 6, 1968 Volkswagen Bay Window Bus. Gabriel Iglesias, the comedian known by his stage name Fluffy, is not only known for his warm, relatable humor, but also for his love of classic cars, especially Volkswagens. Among his impressive Volkswagen collection, one holds a special place in his heart, a 1968 Vol. The Volkswagen Bay Window Bus is the next generation of the legendary split-window model. When first released in 1968, the bay window featured a new design with a wide, unbroken front window and a more modern look. Its more powerful engine, more spacious interior, and increased comfort make it the ideal vehicle for adventurers and freedom lovers on the road. Gabriel sees beauty not just in its exterior, but in its inner meaning, simplicity, sincerity, and a zest for life. For Gabriel Iglesias, cars aren't just things to show off in the garage. He often drives his 1968 bay window around. Last, number 7. 2025 Volkswagen ID Buzz Electric. But amidst his nostalgia-filled collection, now comes something completely new, futuristic, and yet meaningful. The 2025 Volkswagen ID Buzz Electric. When Volkswagen announced the ID.Buzz, many classic VW enthusiasts immediately felt a connection. The design is modern, yet clearly inspired by the legendary icon, the Volkswagen bus of the 1950s and 1960s, the same vehicle that has long been a key part of Gabriel's life and collection. Upon first seeing it, Fluffy broke into a wide smile. "It's like the future just embracing the past," he said in an interview. For Gabriel, the ID.Buzz is nostalgia brought to life in a new form, blending classic design with a wealth of technology. Body ID. The Buzz's yellow and white color scheme creates a bright and welcoming impression, reflecting Gabriel's own warm and positive personality. The interior is spacious, minimalist, and sophisticated. Large digital displays replace analog panels, yet retains Volkswagen's signature simplicity. There was no engine noise, no vibrations, just a gentle silence that allowed space for thought. While driving, Gabriel often said that he felt like he had returned to his youth, only this time without the exhaust fume. Thanks for watching. Don't forget. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Celebrity Garage.